Okay. Alright, everybody. Hello, welcome back. It's Panic here. I'm gonna do a part 4 of the Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm not sure how many parts I have. I pretty much play this until I can't talk anymore since I'm doing a lot of the voiceovers and the voices. So I am trying the best of my ability here. I do have some drinks near me. I did. Um, one moment. I thought I had. Okay, maybe I don't have a drink. Okay. Anyways, um, but I will get a drink here in a moment. Anyways, so last time we played this, it was a side story. I'm gonna try to finish the side story depending on how long it is, and get an actual section of the game done. That said, I was thinking about playing a Stardew Valley gameplay, but I'm not sure which one I would want to start. I have started a few that are, um, what is it? They're all just, like I've done one for every single map. So I don't know. I'll probably do like what I've been doing with this and do a random generator for the Stardew Valley one. So like I'll do one for the map. I'll do one for like character customization. I'll do one for the choices. One for whoever to romance, and we'll go for it. That one will also be like a multiple parter. Just don't know how far I want to take that one because I've never actually beaten that one. I recently just finished doing Cult of the Lamb, so I don't know if I will try to do kind of like a speed run now that I know how to do that game a little bit better. Um, I am hyperfixated on it, so maybe I'll try it. That said, if there is any games that anybody can think of that they would like me to try to play, just let me know. Um, I will try to, the best of my ability, to try to get some games. I'm trying to look for more story-based games. So like I know Coffee Talk I want to do on here. In the past I streamed that on my Twitch years ago, but it's not on my YouTube here. So I don't know. There's a few games that I might be playing around with, and I might do I don't know, maybe like a voting poll on maybe one of my socials. I do still have my Facebook page up. I do have my Instagram page up. I don't think I have my X account anymore. I am considering about opening a Patreon, but I haven't decided yet because I don't really have anybody on here to kind of go for, so I don't think I'm going to try for that. But I do have some socials, so I'll try to put a post on there, see what everyone's thinking, and go from there. I'll do like a March Madness type of tier thing, maybe. I don't know. But that's where I'm at on those. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. If you give me one moment, I'm going to take a few drinks, and then we'll be on way. Oh, I think my controller died. One moment. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so yeah, there was two side quests, I believe, that we had last time. So there's a part 1 and part 2 that had DLC content. So I'm going to do part 2 of the Trust DLC content. I'm going to look at the pictures, maybe look at the music, and then we'll go into the actual content again. So give me one moment here. Sorry, just trying to drink quietly because I don't want to be loud. But yeah, and again, I know I've talked about this in the past stream. I'm going to try to get my camera working, and I'm also going to try and get a more day by day stream feel going. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started here. Begin side story. Yes. Okay. Another day passes in the flash, and it's already turned for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Segori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Segori is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What if the club president what kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for that stupid vision. Segori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Everyone, even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club what I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Segori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Segori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Segori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is so different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You didn't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sigourney isn't ready to share certain things. But as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry, I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I'll be able to put aside that so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the literature club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the way that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Write the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be like ourselves like that. Sigori smiles gently. I'll promise you if you promise. Unable to help if Monica returns Sigori's smile. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sigori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know. There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm writing a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight the perfectionist mind on this one, too. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then, when you turn your feelings into a little story, you can get your feelings down first, and then make them sound pretty later. It's like that building a railroad, where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage, where you find all the tiny things you want to put in it, but then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way. But it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up with how it sounds that I forget what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. Haha, I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. Huh, but I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, "You idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. Isn't this kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did it the exact same way anyway? This is really gonna take you some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Hehe. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite struggle to write without overthinking it. But after a while, with Segura's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Whew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be great at writing poems. Haha, don't give me too much credit. I'd have to really, really try at it. But I think it's something I'll enjoy doing. With you. Segura beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Haha, yeah! Yay, let's do it! Monica and Segura proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they both begin to truly feel like it's a matter of time before they find more members. Oh, okay, that was a shorter story. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, I guess it wasn't a shorter story. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one in the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Segura have come up with. If only this was the flyer we gave that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes with the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is one we can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Segura thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president when I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls up a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip on the pen firmly against the paper. but her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny ball of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses the pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the page. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monica slides the paper away from her and she puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Gory approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Silver takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sigori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sigori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sigori. This is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sigori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. Huh. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe that's part of the reason why I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you, more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sigori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own frugal but genuine efforts actually the push that Sigori needed? Sigori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she presses herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone that these are the kind of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that everyone seems new. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. It's like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Seguri passes, seemingly to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Seguri pauses again, her seldom expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing it. But another part of me, I think, felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about the club it's supposed to mean, I kept feeling like I was right. It was the right thing for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself, too. It just made me feel like I could say it in a confidence, and our friendship wouldn't have to change. Huh. It's so silly, but the club is only 2 people, but it really means so much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Seguri's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Seguri. You're so strong and brave. Don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you would like. Wordlessly and without a smile, Seguri rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swarming in Seguri's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realized that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where it really hope that nobody walks in through that door. She softly speaks. If you're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Seguri's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say things that she has never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear rolls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Seguri speaks, the more she falls to control her voice, fallen victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want it to die. And as soon as Segori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Segori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. This is just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort. But she knows Segori said it to herself that the thoughts Segori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Segori battle them, just like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and to your other friends. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never get another member, I would still be happy. That's what you brought me here. Or that's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought us the happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Segori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Segori take as much time as needed. Once her breathing steadies, her sniffles fully crease, Segori lifts her head up and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. One moment, everyone. I am looking at something really, really quick. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we were good on something. So let me see. I was looking at the last videos that I had uploaded for Doki Doki. It looks like my first one was 30 minutes. Second one was an hour. And part 3 was 25. So I might just actually keep it with just these two. And I might go back. And when I do part 4, we'll go back into the original gameplay again. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But anytime, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Segori nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, I'll be there. I'll always be your choice. But if you ever are looking to find the courage for it, I'll do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Segori suddenly nods and stretches. Wow, that made me tired. And hungry. Well, I won't make you work any more today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that that's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might need to grab a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Oh, and that's the end of that one. Okay, so, I might try to do another stream in like an hour for part 4, since we got the side stories done. Just my voice is starting to kind of feel a little sore right now. So, let me go ahead and recharge, and then I will be back on here probably for at least for a part 4, so that we can start the next day in Doki Doki Literature Club, and then we'll be back to part 5 tomorrow. So, let me go ahead. I don't have to save anything because I didn't do anything. So, I'll be back in about an hour. Until next time, bye bye.